Hey guys, it's day, I don't know, 1011 of quarantine. I don't know if it's a Tuesday or Sunday. I have no clue. Every day blends in together. My conventions obviously dried up about a month ago due to the lockdown, and so I've been home for about a month. So I'm letting this quarantine beard grow pretty steadily. Anyway, I wanted to show you some of the trips that I haven't got to show you yet, that I'd kind of gotten lost in the mix of my every week travels. But since those have definitely stopped, I had a little bit more time to go back through them and put a few episodes together. So this week I'd like to show you a trip I took a couple of years ago to check out some movie locations from a couple of my favorite films, a couple old ones, a couple modern ones, and I really enjoy the films and seeing where they're made. So hope you enjoy them. Hi, my name's Chris Bauer, and I am an art slinger. I travel around the nation selling artwork at comic book conventions and anime conventions. And along the way, I like to visit movie locations, eat great food, and hang out with my fellow art slingers. Each week, I travel to a new convention in a different city. Sometimes by plane, but most of the time, I'm in the car. From the brisk streets of the Windy City, to the make-believe streets of Disney World, to the hills of Hollywood, California, and all the points in between. This is how I see America, on sets, streets, and eats. I am in Breckenridge, Colorado, and it's a little ski town in the Rockies outside of Denver. I'm here not to ski, but because this is the town that was used as Aspen in the movie Dumb and Dumber, starring Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. This main street really still looks exactly the same. This is where they came out on the bike. They ride in, dodge that little horse cart, and come right over to here and stop. And that's when Lloyd gets off the bike with Harry stuck to his back right here and says,
"Got a little dippy going too fast out here."
And then they fall over right in the street. And they filmed that just about 25 years ago right now in that very spot. Hi guys, today I am trying to find some of the very elusive US-based filming locations for the Star Wars original trilogy. As you can probably tell from behind me, this one would be centered in Endor from Return of the Jedi. When the Blue Harvest production filmed in Northern California, they filmed on basically private land that was owned by a logging company, and that's long since been logged out and the landmarks lost. But when it came time during special effects to do the speeder bike chase, they thought about a lot of ways to do it, but they decided to hire Garrett Brown, who had this new invention called the Steadicam. And he came out to this section of redwoods and for 2 days slowly walked, filming 1 frame per second, so that when they ran the film at regular speed, 24 frames per second, it would seem like they were going 100 miles an hour but perfectly steady. They used that footage as the plate to put the speeder bike chase over with the actors on green screen, and they did a few physical elements for it, but what's really significant is that this is at the Grizzly Creek State Park. Therefore, it's been protected. So everything's still intact from that footage. Now, there's several landmarks in the footage that can still be found right here on the path today. Probably the most recognizable one would be this one, the Luke and Leia underpass.
Hey, wait! Quick, jam their conflict, center switch!
In the footage, you see them dip under it, and then they even look behind them as they're whipping away from it because they almost took their heads off. And it's still right here, a piece of Star Wars history that you can touch. Another iconic shot is just really a pan when the speeder bikes go past once Luke is already on the back of the other speeder bike when they're in the chase. And it's this shot right here. It's been in several art prints. Basically, they grab them over here and it's pretty neat. It's all still here.
The Falcon, in which the intrepid adventurers are traveling, is in fact a model. Designed and built by a Hollywood special effects house, it is photographed by a computer-controlled camera. By photographing the model against a blue screen, it will later be possible to add different backgrounds and other moving objects to the scene. This can be done by means of double and triple exposures. The work is painstaking and precise. It is an endeavor where details count.
This used to be the original location of Industrial Light and Magic. Lucas secured these offices back in about 1975, and they started the effects workshop for Star Wars. They created technology here that still exists today that did not exist then.
The surface of the Death Star, until now seen only as a graphic, must now be rendered as a model. To effect attacks on the model by the rebel planes, explosions are sometimes triggered by primitive mechanisms.
In fact, right here by this door, they laid out a 60-foot section of the Death Star. That's where they filmed the trench run, right here in the parking. It's pretty cool. Still here today. Hiking today up off of Mount Hollywood Drive, and this is called Kathy's Corner, and this is where they filmed the big scene in La La Land.
The sun is nearly gone, the lights are turning on.
This is where Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling do their whole dance number. It's what's pictured on the movie posters. There's two buffoons doing weird stuff behind me. I apologize. Anyway, they put a lamp post right there, and that's what he spins around, and then they do their whole dance right through here, looking out at that view. And they put a park bench right there. Kathy's Corner. Welcome to Astoria, Oregon, where Goonies was filmed.
Oh wow, a police chase! Ah, shit!
This is the window Chunk leans against when he spills his milkshake during the opening of the movie. And the house where Mikey's dad works. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, is that the same house that Captain George Flavel built in 1885? And you know what? You'd be right.
I just saw the most amazing thing in my entire life! First you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it!
Mikey's house.
Come on! Here he comes.
The lock, let go of the handle. I don't have the handle, open the lock.
Shake up! Come on, move! Get on! Come
So this is the jail from the Goonies that is in the opening sequence where Ma break out Jake, and can't remember Joey Pants' character name off the top of my head. Anyway, Joey Pants starts the fire right out in here, and of course they have not the real Jake, but one just like it. Anyway, now it is the Oregon Film Museum, so we're gonna go check it out.
You schmuck. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to kill myself?
Here's the cell in which Jake is fake hanging at the opening. And you can come right on in here. And be in it. This is the Corey connection. This is basically connecting Corey Feldman to movies, all the movies that you see in red that have been filmed in Oregon. Which is pretty cool. Prop room. My mom's favorite part.
What the hell are we doing here?
Trusted your old mother, boy. Traveling in the four-wheel drive and hold on to your hat.
What the hell are we doing here? Trusted your old mother, boys. Throw her into four-wheel drive and hold on to your hats.
Pretty cool. You can interact with film equipment, and then you can even film yourself several scenes of Oregon-based movies like The Shining.
Here's Johnny.